This season of An Interloper's Guide has focused on biomimicry, a cutting-edge science that brings both nature and technology together. By mimicking designs and processes found in nature, we have overcome some of our biggest survival challenges, enabling us to expand our horizons and explore further reaches of the galaxy. If you are enjoying the series, remember to join the tribe so you don't miss the start of Season 4. Welcome to An Interloper's Guide to Biomimicry, the expanse of space. So far, we have seen how biomimicry has inspired exploration technologies within planetary biomes. But the most challenging of environments lies beyond, in the endless void of space. To bring this season to a close, we will uncover a creation that is considered to be the pinnacle of biomimetic design, having enabled interlopers to conquer space travel like never before. This is the living ship. Ancient experiments perfected over eons by Korvax scientists led to the birth of this miraculous being, following their discovery of mysterious void eggs. To best understand this process, interlopers can retrace the footsteps of Ancient Korvax, recreating their experiments to awaken an egg of their own. The journey starts after purchasing a void egg from a Quicksilver trader aboard the Anomaly. Once in your possession, engaging pulse drive in any system triggers the arrival of a strange ship that will reach out to impart coordinates to begin your quest. Join us on this journey and witness the birth of a living ship. Our pulse drive is intercepted by a strange biological ship that communicates with a curious melody, providing coordinates to a system nearby.
We hear you, traveller. We are connected. Your body is of ours.
The coordinates provided lead to Rosal Sove, a chromatic fog moon found within the Korvax-controlled Joyosh 1 system. On arrival to the planet, the egg begins to emit a low hum, revealing the location of an ancient plaque known as the Ashes of Lekati Riku. This ancient structure contains a recording from Korvax Prime, comprising a pathway for recreating the experiment that brought forth the first living ship. As well as containing this log, the structure identifies itself as an experimental synthesis unit requiring biogenesis materials to begin. Sensing the egg nearby, it supplies us with a blueprint for a consciousness bridge, the first component required to nurture our ship to life. In response, the egg uses a highly advanced echolocation to locate a nearby source of hexite, a key ingredient in the process. It leads us to a crashed freighter, and by accessing the terminal, we are able to extract enough hexite to get the job done. The final ingredients of Korvax casings and punjamun are easily found, bartered from pilots on an orbiting freighter. With all the necessary ingredients collected and the consciousness bridge now formed, we return to the Ashes of Lekati Riku to submit the materials. The consciousness bridge is synthesized into a fragile neural stem, which will allow the ship to connect with a shared consciousness, the first step into sentient life. It is currently in an extremely fragile state and needs time to mature before the next step can be attempted. "24 hours later, the neural stem has matured and our pulse drive is once again intercepted by a biological ship.
The metal masters bind us no more. We are free. We may swim, fly, live, die.
The void egg hums faintly in response to this melody, providing new coordinates to lead us to our next location. The Viking-controlled Enquiries system found within the Nudria-Rob fringe of the Euclid Galaxy. Within this system, we are led to the parched planet Westworld, where the egg begins to hum coordinates of an ancient Korvax monument. The Dreams of Imbural. As with the ashes of Laketi Riku, this monument contains a direct link to the forgotten knowledge of Korvax Prime, providing us with the blueprint for a pulsating core. This component requires liquid sun, which can be harvested from metal deposits using a specialized alchemical laser known as the solar ray. Magnetized ferrite and cobalt can be used to craft this multi-tool upgrade, both of which are easily obtained from the local space station. As well as liquid sun, the pulsating core is crafted using mortite sourced from plants, and gold that can be mined from asteroid belts. The pulsating core now crafted, we return to Dreams of Imbural to input the materials into the experimental synthesis unit contained within. The monument alters our pulsating core, creating the fragile heart module for our living ship. The following day, the egg calls out to the biological ship, and it once again intercepts our pulse drive.
You are on our path. We see it. We understand where it leads. It is necessary. Perhaps we thank you. Perhaps.
New coordinates lead us to the Onumaz system within the Savanex instability. On arrival, we receive a distress call from a Korvax pilot, along with a set of coordinates for their rescue. These coordinates point to the system's paradise planet, Ararine Alpha. They lead not to a crash ship as expected, rather taking us to another experimental synthesis unit, the Ruins of Pelia. The monument provides the blueprint for an impossible membrane, a highly resistant and regenerative material that will compose our ship's outer shell. As well as chromatic metal, the membrane calls for a hypnotic eye, which can be found beneath the waves. The final ingredient of living water is extremely rare and can only be gifted by a child of Helios, encountered by chance whilst pulsing through space. The Ruins of Pelia accept our materials, synthesizing them into a fragile shell that will harden over time. This hardening process takes 24 hours, and once complete, the egg beckons the biological ship to our location.
You will perform the binding. We see you assemble the components, like the metal masters before you. And yet, you share a mind with the other iterations, yet you do not converge. Perhaps you will understand.
As before, the ship leaves us with coordinates to a nearby star system. The Viking-controlled Lepri system, found within the Arm of Vezitinen region of galactic hub space. Located on its capped planet Lebor 3, we find a strange contraption known as the Nupesi Sea. As we interact with its terminal, we discover that it contains an experimental synthesis unit like the monuments before. It requires seeds of glass to create the final component of the living ship's physical body, the Singularity Core. To aid us on this task, the Nupesi Sea also provides blueprints for a specialized upgrade for our multi-tool that allows us to collect fragmented qualia from living beings. This material is required to craft the seeds of glass, along with magnetized ferrite, which we refine ourselves from ferrite dust. Once presented to the Nupesi Sea, it synthesizes a growing singularity core necessary for many of the living ship's basic functions. The biomechanical body components now crafted, the Void Egg seeks something more ethereal.
It is nearly complete, but here we will diverge. If you share yourself with us, it is sacrifice. There is no infinite mind to spill. It must be yielded.
As the ship departs, the Void Egg's song becomes more intense, repeating a string of words over and over. Portal glyphs for our next location. On a nearby torrid planet named Efka-19, we locate an ancient portal and enter the glyphs from the Egg's song. The Hunter, the Reflection, the Hunter, the Spiral of Reality, the Star over Water, the Ascending Orb, the Obscured Companion, the Hunter, the Lowly Insect, the Anomaly, the Sailor, the Ocean King. With a flash of blue light, the portal opens, sending us light years away to the Ishgal-Althu system, found within the Italu fringe region of the Euclid Galaxy. We emerge onto the caustic planet Xantha Sigma to find a forgotten terminal rusting on the plains. The Egg's humming intensifies as we enter the building. An alien substance clings to the walls in the terminal, and amongst this we find a soul chamber. The Egg then leads us to 3 graves of lost souls within the planet, which we collect with the chamber. A new purpose awaits them. This is the sacrifice the biological ship was speaking of. As a new day dawns, we head to our ship and immediately receive a signal transmission from the biological ship.
Traveller, forgive our invasion of your personal interface. We are dying. Our body is old, fading. Our mind unravels. We must be renewed. We must be restored. It is the way it has always been. Refresh us. Reset us. Rebirth what you have made. Will we be the same? Unknown. It must be.
The Void Egg begins to crack, and as it hatches, it dissolves into nothingness, leaving only a set of coordinates behind. These coordinates lead to the other side of the planet, and it is here we find the empty husk of a living ship. We begin biogenesis with our created components, starting with the heart node. As we insert it, it begins to beat, weakly at first, getting ever stronger. We place the other body components, the neural stem, hardened shell, and singularity core, which restores damage to the ship's shell completely. Finally, we insert the soul chamber, and the ship awakens, now a fully formed biomechanical being. Though every single living ship that is brought into existence requires the same components, every journey to obtain them is completely different, catering to the unique requirements of each individual Void Egg. As a species, the living ship requires only basic materials to run, making them a commodity amongst pilots throughout the galaxy. Living ships represent the perfect amalgamation of biology and technology working together, and have gone on to inspire many advanced starship designs, such as the solar ship. It is more important than ever before that we conserve the natural world, as we are only just scratching the surface of the wealth of knowledge that can be found within. We hope you have enjoyed this season of An Interloper's Guide and look forward to seeing you next time. As always, thank you for watching. Have fun, stay safe, and most importantly, be curious.